Peace to the family. So the first thing that I want to do is give a congratulations to all those people that paid for the mentorship program, the more expensive one, whereby one of the income streams was cryptocurrency. I want to salute you all who have made a significant amount of money. However, I have to chastise some of you. And the reason why I have to chastise some of you is because you're deviating from the plan. Just because Bitcoin has went up thousands of dollars more in its worth on its stock doesn't mean that you should necessarily sell. And following what I'm teaching, I mean, it got you this far. But when you get this far, you start making your bread, don't deviate. So too many of my students, just the beginning, you got to really understand the mechanics. So what I realize is I'm incorporating more data into the mentorship plan for those who buy into the larger mentorship program, so you can understand why it suffices to hold. Okay? You need to understand why it suffices to hold. Yeah, it's dope out here. Thanks to the family that showed up. So we got to have a real technical class and really get into the matrix of what Bitcoin really is. But it really deals with a set series of equations, very complicated, the way the coins actually get created. It's the wave of the future. PayPal will be no more. Stripe will be no more. Western Union will be no more. It's a fact. It's an absolute fact. Many of you could say, oh man, well, Polight, you made your money up for Bitcoin, but you ain't really teach the people. Well, that's a lot. Because anybody that paid for my higher price mentorship programs, they'll be the first ones to tell you that one of their income streams was Bitcoin and or other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum. Okay? And there's a reason why we pick the ones that we pick in the first place. So you got to bear that in mind. Again, there's a reason why we pick the ones we pick in the first place. So the series of mathematics that it entails, or the type of equations that it entails in order to create Bitcoins, there's a bunch of competitors that's working against each other to create these coins. But in order to create these coins, you need like massive amounts of computers to solve these equations in order to create this type of cryptocurrency. So for that reason, long story short, there's something called a proof of work. And this proof of work is the mathematics that it entails to make the evaluations in order to formulate a coin. And that process in itself is called mining from the proof of work. All right? And therefore, there's only 3,500 coins that can be made a day. Only 3,500. And there's presently about 16 million, 20 million tops in coins to date. Bitcoins. Okay? And every 4 years, okay, there's a significant deduction, or I say about half the amount that they're able to produce on a daily level will be able to be produced. Okay, so we talking 4 years from now, you're talking half the amount that's produced daily 4 years from now. And every 4 years it's just going to get lower and lower by about half, about 50%. What does this tell you? If these are all facts, which they are, then what this would tell me to tell you all is to buy and hold, not sell. Sell if you know, I know the money looks good. You damn near, some of you that's been walking with me with this program, you damn near making $8,000 on each share that you spent when it was less than 2 bands, when it was less than $2,000. So I get it. I got a brother named Mel who made over 100,000, made over 100 grand off the Bitcoin. But he literally made 100 grand because he made the money, he took it out. He made the money and he took it out. And now I'm like, yo, don't do that. And now he has to buy them back for way more. than he ever had to buy them for. And that's hustling backwards. So now he's taking out of the $100,000 to purchase more of these coins for a value way higher than what he had to buy it in the first place. And he's not the only one that did this, that realized, oh man, but I said, man, you got my contact, you got my number, you got my email. Send a message, man. Send a message. And those of you that are in the cryptocurrency part of the program for my mentorship, you know we got a private line just for that alone. So that don't even make sense. So I'm just doing this live just to let y'all know, calm down. You're making the money. That's dope. That's real dope. But calm down. And what we're gonna do, maybe we can have a session with all of my mentees, and we could stream it in such a way that we can all get the build on at the same time. Because I see there's still some nuances. And this is relatively new information. Relatively new. Stocks and bonds ain't new. But we haven't been blessed to be in an era to be able to make this type of money in real time off the market in a long time. So I know the excitement is like, yo, people making this much money overnight. And guess what? It's going to go up higher because, like I told you, understand how it evolves. You can't make more than 3,500 of these coins a day. And every 4 years, the daily amount that can be produced will be cut in half. And we're only at 16 million coins. So this means people who own the coins are going to be the ones making the sales. The owners are going to make the sales because there's only 3,500 that can be produced a day. It's clear that people who know that this is worthwhile, who got the money, they're going to be buying these coins up. So the only other way you're going to get these coins outside of the 3,500 coins that can be produced a day, that number is going to be cut down in half every 4 years, is to buy it from people who actually own the coins. You understand? And if you're a holder, man, you can make more than the market price for the coins for someone who understands the projections. So hold the dang coins, man. I'm on a linguistic fast. Almost cursed. Hold the coins. Hold it. Don't sell. Hold it. You know, your life on the line, sell a little something. Or at least get the money back that you invested initially. But other than that, hold them. Because that's the technical aspect that no one's going to tell you. I wanted to make this clear and concise. I wanted to go at this in real time as possible. And those are the facts of the matter. Okay? So we got to have a class on proof of work. We got to have a class on mining in retrospect to proof of work, so we can understand the mathematics or the geometry that is the Bitcoin. And then you got to take into consideration the 3,500 coins that can only be made a day. In respect to the every 4 year mark, half that amount can only be produced a day. And where does that put the owners of the coins in respect to the market? Think about it. Think about it, family. Okay. Come on, man. So when I started this mentorship program, them Bitcoins was less than $1,000. So those of you that got in when I first started, and then I pushed it in the program, got a lot more popular. By the time it got real popular and I had more time to commit to servicing individuals, it still was less than $2,000. Less than $2,000. And for people that was in the mentorship, and I said, yo, don't worry about it. Throw 2-4 over here if you're doing the bigger mentorship package. They said, all right, trusting you, brother. But I said, but this, we're going to make money off the other income streams, but this is where we got to go. Because I'm telling you, analytically, there's no way you're going to lose. Analytically, we're not in a space for it to lose yet. We haven't even met its apex. It could be around $10,000 now. It doesn't matter. We're not even at its apex because the excitement around Bitcoin right now and the production only the production can't exceed 3,500 coins a day. You need to get a hold of them coins. This is like if we was in a third world country right now, and somebody was walking around in the hood with some, what's one of the people like Popeye's chicken. Let's say we had some Popeye's chicken and some biscuits, and you in a third world country with people's stomach touching their back, and you the only one walking around with those biscuits. Well, you'd probably get killed for it. But if there was some kind of access to it, the wealthy amongst that land is going to be like, I'm going to buy that. It's rare and it's exclusive, and it's the only one of its kind for the most part. Well, every day, think about it, every day only 3,500 more gets produced. Every day you're dealing with that rarity. Every day you're dealing with that exclusivity. So every day there's the opportunity to make that much more than the going rate for what is being sold for on the market. And there's a way around it. There's levels to this, man. Or every day you can sell it for less than the going rate for Bitcoins on the market and still make you a sizable amount of money. That's providing if you already had shares of it. But then you may say, what would be the sense in that? And that's why you got to come to the mentorship. Then you could buy them at a fraction. Like this, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. But this is for the people that's in the mentorship program. And some may say, man, well, how come you ain't do a bunch of live feeds on that? I do live streams on a lot of free advice, and all people do is speculate. Oh, I don't know, that don't work. I give you the information, you can always look it up. So I say, you know what, I'm gonna go back into the metaphysics, and the people I'm mentoring, I give them the economics. We do it like that. Because our people, they love to speculate, but they don't like to research. They love to speculate, but they don't like to research. And that's the issue. But I want to congratulate everybody. Just don't be thirsty, man. Don't be thirsty. I want to congratulate everybody who experienced tremendous success. And we do have the testimonial videos, but the reason why I don't put them out much, like some of you may, if you go on my Facebook or you go on my Instagram, brother_Polight, you'll see testimonials here and there, particularly for my rental properties, for people I help move into rental properties and everything. It's dope, you know. People who's living hard join my mentorship program, and then not only make monies, but I also give them a place to live. All you gotta do is look down the timeline. You'll see the testimonials. I do testimonials, but I don't like to do them much because dang if you do, dang if you don't. Not cursing, but I'm gonna find a better verbiage to express that. But ultimately, you give them testimonials, they say these people are actors. You give them no testimonials, they say, how come nobody's succeeding? So I don't like the energy around it a lot of times. Just succeed and do you. You know my thing. For those of you that I mentor, when you make your money, just send Brother Polight a little PC. You know how I do. That's how you think me. You know, Mr. 100 band guy. Yo, you know, just shoot me a little 3-4 G's. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? 5% ain't bad, but I'm with it. Like, I hope you make that bread. Send me. Man, I don't know when this thing cut. Good thing I turned around. But, you know, it's all love. And, you know, for those people that I mentor, I'm not too into the I don't know if y'all caught that part, the testimonial aspect of things, because when I do the testimonials, they say these people got to be acting. The story sounds too intense, because of course I'm gonna put up the best testimonial. Every testimonial is a good testimonial, but some people's testimonial, you know, people write out. Everybody isn't good at being on video, so some people want to write out their thoughts so it could come out good. And I'm like, yo, give me something in 60 seconds. And so some people will write it out. I'm like, man, I couldn't post that because people going to say you reading. And they're going to say that's fake. Polight wrote that. Then other people, it sounds so emotional. People like, man, those people are actors. You know, Polight is in Hollywood. But if you go down my timeline, you will clearly see that I have testimonials there. I take what I believe to be some of the best, or just people that I really have a good connection with, where I'm like, man, it meant a lot to them for me to post it. I put it up. But idealistically, you know how you help Brother Polight? When you eat, throw me a little 5% if you get a significant sum of money or a little something. That's how I do it. That's what I tell everybody. Yo, when you make your money and you make a substantial amount, throw me a little something under the table. We from the hood, man. Throw me a little something. It's only right. I don't need it. Never satisfied. You feel what I'm saying? There he is now. About to deal with a brother I mentor now. Good brother here. What's up? I'm on live, King.
What's good, man? How you doing? Just here to get some of this good knowledge.
I hear that.
Mentorship.
I hear that.
Invest in you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm about to finish up, or start up, continue with the mentorship. But remember, y'all, take it easy, man. You made that bread. Don't go nuts, man. Don't go nuts. A lot of my students made a lot of money off the Bitcoin, but they selling and taking the money and going in, they should be holding it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just breaking down why you should hold it and or buy, not sell at this particular moment.
Gotcha.
You know?
I've been keeping my eyes on it.
It's a wrap, man. It's crazy.
It's up and down, up and down.
Yeah, that's how every stock is. But sometimes they manipulate the fluctuations or the algorithms of certain stocks. You know, somebody will come out and put out a report just to sway people's judgment to devalue it so their company can buy in.
That's right.
Then the price go back up. You know, they manipulate the algorithms quite often.
It's just a report this morning, since you spoke on that.
That's a fact. There we go, says no to Bitcoin. Vanguard's Jack Bogey says no to Bitcoin. Yeah, they'll do something like that while everyone's making money. Then people be like, sell. And guess who's buying it all up? The same one who got the influence to tell you leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? You got to do this based on mathematics. You can't do this based on hearsay and speculation. You know, so that's why I was telling them about some of the mathematical consistencies of Bitcoin, so you can know how to move in the game. But yeah, brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. You know, I stopped doing the mentorship, but a few more slots open again. You know, I cleared out a lot of the work, so that's what I do. I make sure I clear out the work and I can understand my program. But because I'm the one that's dealing with people immediately, so I have to make sure that I can comply and commit to the time that's necessary for me to deal with them. So anyway, you're interested, reach out, see if you could come in real time, because again, I'm not going to be able to do this for too long, and the times that I do it, it has to be. So I'll talk to y'all. I'll talk to y'all. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. Brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com. Peace and love. You're much appreciated. Let's get it in.